Hi guys, welcome back to my Horse World Club channel. Thank you so much for all the support about our previous episodes.
Today we're going to talk about a really important matter, routine.
You probably already know that horses have a very sensitive digestive system. They can get stomach aches and even colics from a number of factors, including changing the food, feeding them at irregular hours, lack of movement, stress, and the most surprising one, they can get stomach aches from being bored.
Yeah, it might be weird to hear, but it is really, really important to keep your horse interested in life.
First of all, it's a must to make sure that your horse goes out at least 6 days a week. Equestrian world known to have one day off, and trust me, that day off is important for people. Horses would still prefer to go out if you ask them.
Imagine how they were living in wild nature. They never had a whole day standing in four walls.
Their sensitive digestive system functions the best when they get a fair amount of moving every day.
So now you got that part, and you're gonna come spend quality time with your horse every day, right?
Or you make sure to ask your trainer or your friend to take him out for you if you see that you cannot come today.
You take your horse out of the stall, you groom, tag up, and go for a ride. And here's an idea to make it really, really good.
Get a board, or better even a whole notebook going where you will keep a record on what you and your horse are doing.
That will keep your horse very happy and always curious about what you will come up with today. And also his fitness condition will improve significantly with different types of exercises.
Here is our suggestions. Working on a lunge line. If you're not very comfortable about what to do with the lunge line, refer to one of our previous episodes where we were sharing some basic advices. Other than that, we hope you already started working on a lunge line with your horse regularly. And if your horse is still misbehaving on a lunge line, that is exactly the sign that you need to be working on it at least one time a week. Later on, if you feel that your horse is comfortable and listening to you well, with the help of someone more experienced and your trainer for the first time, you can start incorporating little jumps. You can also incorporate using special equipment for lunging, which is the next step that we will cover in some of our future episodes. Another day, we recommend fully focused on stretched and forward riding. The whole ride of the day, you dedicate your attention to only ride forward and down, forward and down. During the transitions, upward transitions, when you go to trot from walk and to canter from the trot, and downward transition when you slow your horse down, at the same time you keep sending it down and forward. You make sure that they're stretching, feeling that space between their withers and your hand, and maintaining the nice long connection with your hand. Separate day you dedicate mostly for collected work, which is a totally different kind of workout for a horse. So that day you start with stretching your horse, making sure it goes forward, and then you start working on collecting. It depends on your horse physical condition how long you want to keep it collected. Don't forget to be giving them time to rest and stretch their muscles out, because when they stretch out is a moment when the oxygen comes to the muscles. But that day you are focused on your collected work, and you know that's that hard day when your horse needs to squat and work out. A whole separate day you dedicate for practicing transitions, and transitions again. Transitions is one of the most powerful instruments for making your horse more fit and listening to you better and better every time. But let me open a big secret to you. No one loves to do transition. To not feel guilty the other days that you didn't practice enough transitions during this ride, dedicate one day of the week when you're working pretty much only on transitions your whole ride. Warm your horse up and then proceed into transitions on a long rein. Then proceed into collected work and do some collected transitions, then transitions on a long rein again. During that ride, you want to do up to 30-40 transitions total. The fun day is when you can focus on working with the ground pose and the little jumping exercises. There is an unlimited amount of good exercises for your horse to get more and more fit and for you to get more and more comfortable with what you're doing when riding, using ground pulls and little jumping exercises. For referral, you can look back at the episode 3 of our third season when we showcase some. But there is so many exercises that you need to constantly be asking and experienced people around you what they recommend for your level of riding. And on top of that, we recommend you to get a good books where you can read which exercise is good for what, and also where you can make sure that you're setting the exercises in a correct distances. This is crucially important. Another fun one is trail riding. Many horses, when you just start taking them out on a trail rides, might be acting up, and this is pretty normal. But as well as with lunging, the more they experience it, the more they get used to it, the better they will become.
This is actually one of the most important things. You take your horse out of the arena and it's a whole new world for them. If you don't have access for trails on your own property, just get creative and show your horse as much as you can outside of the arena.
Thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and follow my Horse World Club channel on YouTube and Instagram for more information about how you can spend time with your horses. And if you have any ideas that we forgot to mention in this episode that we need to add to our notebook, please share it in the comments.